Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a full face of nothing new, shop my stash sort of video. I've seen a couple people do these kinds of videos for beauty on YouTube and I wanted to give it a go, and you guys seem really interested in me going through my collection and pulling older products, no new releases in this video, and just create a makeup tutorial for you guys. That is what we will be doing today. I found some things that I really wanted to use, and also I'm going to just be creating my signature kind of soft glam look, which you guys have been asking for in several videos, and I'm just going to show you using nothing new. This is easily achievable with what you have in your collection. It's super basic. I'm very excited to film this, and if you guys like these full face of nothing news, definitely give this video a thumbs up so I know to do these more in the future. As this is my first one, so I'm not sure how you guys are going to like it, but I'm very excited to dive into some of these products because I haven't used them in a while. And I'm also using a bunch from my project pan too, so I feel like I'm getting things done at the same time, using up the products that I have intention to use up this year. I'm excited to show you what I picked out, so let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. Starting off with the Anastasia Soft Glam. Figured a lot of people had this, and this would be the perfect palette just to create a basic eyeshadow look that I typically wear. Using a fluffy brush, any fluffy brush will do. I'm going to be using my BK Beauty brushes. Just going to dip into burnt orange, or orange soda and burnt orange. Yeah, the oranges in here. Burnt soda. Off to a great start. Just going to apply this in the crease and buff it out. Basically just do a crease color and then a smoky eyeshadow. And then if I want, I'll put something on the lid, usually matte, but sometimes I do shimmer. Also, if you guys like these videos, I asked on Instagram what products you want to see, and I used a couple of the suggestions. Some of them I thought were really good, but I don't have the products anymore. So you might see those in future videos. Someone said I should use Aqua Brow from Makeup Forever, and I thought that was such a good idea. I should go back and do my brows using that. Then I'm just going to clean up the lid with a little bit of this light shade, just a little bit. It is quite white. And then for my smoky winged liner, I use this Makeup Forever brush that they made for the brows, and they no longer make this, but I still use this. This is what I used to use for the Aqua Brow, actually. I'm going to take Cypress Umber. Again, this is so simple, but this is genuinely what I wear. And I like an eyeshadow liner because then I can wear false lashes, or in the summer when it's hot, I don't get transfer, because sometimes when I wear liquid, it will transfer to my upper eyelid. And this is just softer too. Then I just take a pencil brush, just kind of blend it out. Just using my favorite mascara, the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. Just a half pair of lashes, I'll link down below. Super basic. I'm just going to put a couple coats on, pop those on, and be back to finish off the rest of the face. Those are the eyes with the lashes on. This is the look you guys see in random videos I've been filming. Just super simple on the eyes, half set of lashes, and now we're going to move on to the complexion. I picked out a few things that I've been, come back here, rolling away, that I've been wanting to try again. And initially I wanted to test out the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. However, it's a little bit too light for me right now, so I was going to mix a couple foundations that I haven't tried mixing before. And this is the primer I'm going to use. It's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer, and I remember really loving this, and I thought it would work really nicely with the foundations I'm going to be using today. So I'm just going to take some of this. My skin has been rough lately. I feel like I've been breaking out from all the sunscreen I've been wearing. If you have a good sunscreen and you have sensitive skin, let me know, because I don't know, it's very rare that I honestly don't get these little bumps from sunscreen, but I obviously need to wear it. So I'm looking for good recommendations for a sunscreen, because I'm currently testing some out, but I feel like most of them, if not all of them, are breaking me out. By the way, if you have Luminous Silk and you've not tried this primer, they're a match made in heaven. I'm actually almost done this. I didn't realize that, so I'm going to probably throw this in Project Pan once I'm done my Rare Beauty primer. So that was kind of good to pick out. And then for foundation, I always use the Born This Way matte, and I have very little left of my Born This Way, the regular one. You can see Very, very little left. Again, should add that into Project Pan. I've been trying to use up the products that I just keep such a little bit amount, thinking there will be a time and place to use it. So I'm stopping doing that and just using everything up. I don't think I've ever mixed these before. So I'm going to mix these together and apply that to my skin. I do want to use something for pores, and I never ever use the Tatcha, the silk canvas. I prefer the liquid. This was honestly just a waste of money for me because I feel like there's cheaper, like a lot cheaper pore filling smoothing primers that work for me from the drugstore. That's where I've been getting a lot of these kind of products. I like the Maybelline Blur Stick. I have the NYX Marshmallow, and I really like the e.l.f. Putty Primer. There's just really good ones at the drugstore. Honestly, this is pretty much done. Did I like throw in an empty there? I don't know how I'm gonna get anything out. I'm gonna bruise my hand doing this. I used to have one of those spatulas you could dip into bottles like this and scoop the last remnants out. I have no idea where it went though. I need that back. Do they sell it at Sephora still? I need to check. It's gonna dry my face before I get anything out. I'd consider this empty, quite honestly. We're gonna get as much as we can out just so I can attempt to mix it. Why do I do this to myself? I'm gonna keep it open like that with that out and see what happens. A mess, that's what happens. I do have a different color. Doesn't match, but I'm just gonna mix this one in so I can get the effect of the two consistencies. I'm just gonna lighten it up a little bit before that matte dries. I gotta work quick. Be right back. See if anything happened here. Absolutely nothing. All right, that's an empty. Before I do my concealer, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my Huda Beauty Tantour, and I use the shade Fair. And I had someone request that I use this in a video, and this isn't something new, but it's something that I'm trying to use up for Project Pan. So I'm just going to use the brush that you can buy with it. You don't honestly need this brush though. And this is just going to give me a nice chiseled appearance. I can use the shade Light too, but I honestly love the color of Fair. So I'm just bringing this fairly far up because I do find when I blend it, it goes down. So I like to start high. And this is honestly the easiest to blend out contour. Cream contour, that is. It literally melts into the skin. And this is just going to be a cool tone base before I go in with a warm bronzer. Now for concealer, I've come to the conclusion that this is my favorite concealer of all time. It is the KKW Beauty Concealer. And this is the old packaging. I'm trying to use these up for Project Pan. I have the shade 8. I also use 5 and 6. And then I no longer highlight my forehead just because I want that just to be contoured. I was just doing highlight before to tie everything together, but I much prefer it not even highlighted at this point. So I'm just going to let the concealer set down a little bit. And this is magical on my face. I'm going to blend out the other areas, not my eyes right away, because then it gets a little bit more coverage. You can see why I did my contour first, because I kind of bring it down and just blend the two together so you don't see any kind of line, just all blends together. I didn't want to muddy up my under eye. Get the dark underneath there. It's just easier to do the concealer on after. So now we look really warm under the eyes, cool on the cheeks, but it all comes together because we're going to set this with powder and then I'm going to go in with a warm bronzer. I haven't used the Tati Blendiful in a long time, so I thought I would actually use that today. I'm going to use the little travel guy. I thought that'd be easier. I'm just used to shorter fibers like on my Beauty Blender Puff. This has a little bit longer and I'm using the Laura Mercier powder. I picked that out today because I hadn't used the original in a while. I was stuck on the honey one and I wanted to just see how I like this again because I used to use this all the time and I know so many people still use this. That looks super smooth. Just as good as the Beauty Blender Puff. So you can kind of use this similarly. I was using this to apply my liquid at first, but I much prefer these for powder. You could do a whole face with these puffs, which is really cool. Just going ahead and setting the entire face. And then we can bring back glow with highlight and setting spray. I just like to make sure I'm not moving anywhere. We're not slipping and sliding. Even though my face has been rejecting makeup this week because I hadn't worn it for a while. And I tried putting it on, yesterday. And it was rejecting. It's going on a bit better today. I'm glad I did that little makeup prep though. Because I think if yesterday was today, it would have been really, really bad. Because yesterday was bad. My makeup was horrible. Now using my MAC Give Me Sun. Been trying to use this up for Project Pan. It's no longer domed. It's actually curving in now. So we're getting there with this. Haven't hit pan, and I honestly use this every time I do bronzer. Off camera anyways. I just almost dropped my brush. So just gonna lightly dust this on my face. Warm it up so the under eye doesn't look so weird against the other tones in my skin. What's going on right here? So like a piece of skin. Oh my gosh, that was so disgusting. It looks like plastic. We're all friends here, right? Now there's a hole in my head. So that's how it's gonna go down today. I'll have to go back in editing and see at what stage in my makeup I either put plastic or my skin started coming off. I don't think there's any salvaging that, to be quite honest. So we're just gonna move past it. This is the only thing I use for contour. It's the Dior Backstage palette. Contour my nose. Honestly, haven't been doing this much lately, but I felt like a nose contour today. Just taking a little bit of orange soda and burnt orange on my lower lash line, and I do have a little bit of Cypress Umber left on my brush, which is fine. I'm not too picky about this. I bought a new one of these Rimmel mascaras, but this was an old product I used to use, and I wanted to use this on my lower lashes. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator, and I like it because it's said to help with the lash growth, and it's super small. If you like the MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara, it's kind of similar to that. Really good for the lower lashes. I haven't had either of those mascaras for a while, so I just wanted to test it out again. And then for blush, I was looking for NARS Orgasm. I wanted to use that, and I can't find it. And I had like 6 of those. I honestly think I gave all the palettes and the individuals that I had away at this point. So I'm going to be using the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop in Love Glow. Thought this would be really, really pretty. Kind of similar vibe. And I haven't used one of the Charlotte Tilbury blushes in so long, because I've been trying other new blushes, and these are top formula for me for powder blush. So pretty. And then for highlighter, I'm going to be using Fort de France from NARS. So much love this highlight has received. Want to see my love for this again? I was wearing this every day for the longest time. It's a blinding highlight. Yeah, I just haven't been wearing this blinding of a highlight lately. But yeah, when I did, this was a go-to. I forgot how blinding this was. Another thing I've been skipping is highlight. So you can just leave the highlight out of this look, and it pretty much would be my go-to glam. Dang. We need to tone this down. Then for lips, I picked out a little trio that I thought would look pretty. I might switch it up. I have no idea. I just went with this for the first start. We'll see how it goes. I've been really liking pink lips, and I thought this would be nice to do. So let me go and sharpen this because I didn't do that. I'm going to be using Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk to outline my lips. And I also brought over Dior Jungle Brown for old time's sake. We'll see. This is pretty light. Don't lip line your teeth. I think that looks really pretty. So I'm going to go in with Kim KW from Charlotte Tilbury. Look like I took a bite out of the one side. That is very light. So this is where I thought the jungle brown would come in. I'm just going to darken up the edges just to not make it so light. And then to finish off, I'm going to use a gloss, and I haven't used this one in a while, but I remember loving it. The Patrick Ta She's an Influencer. Then to lock everything down, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Shake and Glow Dew Mist. Another product I want to finish up. Just melt everything together. Has the best mist. Smells good. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was nice to go through my collection today and just pick out some of the things I wanted to use for a full face of nothing new. These videos have been going around for a while, and I wanted to do it myself and not focus on all the new that's coming out, because I know that can be overwhelming, because I'm overwhelmed by all the new. And it was just nice to, through my collection, pick out some things that I've been wanting to try and film for a while, or haven't tried for a while for you guys, and just see my thoughts, how I like them. Love absolutely everything that I have, because I no longer keep things in my collection that I don't truly love. Been going through it regularly and just trying to keep it on the smaller side for me. And I know it's still large, but the smaller size for me, and then all these products are still things that I truly love and want to use. So if you want to see more Shop My Stash videos, full face, nothing new, I would love to do these in the future for you guys, as I had such a good time doing this today. Hope you guys like the look. Just my go-to sort of makeup look for filming, or natural glam, I would call this. It's not natural makeup, but it's definitely glam. I just like a more soft glam is what I personally like. So I hope you guys enjoyed the look. This is what I've been wearing for videos lately, and I know you guys wanted to see what it was. You don't need new products to do it. Just use what you have. It's super simple to do. And it's just the makeup I feel personally best in. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to continue to do these in the future. And if you have products that you want me to use in a future nothing new makeup, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see if I have them in my collection still, or if I have to go out and buy them to test them out. That's going to be it today. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red button, the bell, if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one.